Hi everyone, my name is Rishad. Today is the 13th of July 2025 and I'll be going over my weekly prediction for Nvidia. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts, and then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review the last prediction made around 3 weeks ago and this prediction in more detail. But before getting into the video, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational, and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis, whatever analysis that may be, to ensure that you're comfortable with the risk, reward, and trading style, since you may not be with mine. But with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So we can see from Nvidia, they had the massive run up. We had a pretty sharp decline for a few months, but now you see we are at all-time highs. MACD is now positive, and RSI is, well, actually overbought. But we see historically that RSI can stay overbought for a while. So this is not necessarily the indicator. This is just a cautionary sign that indicates we should be wary. And if it stays overbought for a while and starts to break down from the zone, this could be a reversal. But that's far from where we are now. We see volume, however, very concerning, is declining throughout this entire time. So this indicates that there is sort of a lack of conviction, but fundamentally this company is incredibly strong with new projects like Blackwell rolling out and the full impact of it starting to be felt in 2025. There's no doubt that Nvidia will prosper. Now, weekly charts we looked at, MACD is incredibly bullish. This is that sort of shorter time frame validation we're looking for. We see a very strong movement upwards. We had this sort of double top pattern and we did have a huge decline. However, with this bullish engulfing candlestick, we were now able to push upwards and make all-time highs, and RSI is very bullish as well. However, volume has been declining throughout this upwards movement, which may indicate it's overextended. So we do need to beware. That's the point. So based off of this, we have a very, very strong bullish movement, which is sort of unlikely to have a massive reversal unless we see some significant price action, which is how we will decide our entry and exit points this week. So looking at this trend line again, we see MACD is bullish, RSI is bullish on the daily charts. We see that this trend line here, we had this sort of sideways pattern, then we did break out of it, and now we are in a strong upwards movement. This last candle, however, is concerning since we had a sort of, well, not a hammer, but a hammer type of candle, or even you could call this a dragonfly doji. Then this last one has been sort of a hanging man pattern. So we do need to be wary. If there is some bearish confirmation and a break of the trend line, this could be an indication of a short-term reversal or even a long-term one. So yeah, we do need to be wary and watch out for volume and etc. So based off of this, we will buy Nvidia if it crosses 167.9 and sell if it falls below 158.7 with a target of 2%, trailing stop loss of 1%. If neither the target or stop loss is hit, then we will close on Friday. The weekly and monthly trend are up. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.